Welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about the most important topic, migration from Google Workspace to Microsoft Office 365. In this video, I will walk you through the complete step-by-step process of migration. We'll cover how to meet the prerequisites and successfully migrate Google mailboxes to Microsoft Office 365. Let's assume organization want to migrate users from Google Workspace to Microsoft Office 365. Currently, organization utilizing Google services such as email, calendar, and contacts. They have decided to migrate their users from Google to Microsoft Office 365. They want to migrate users with their data as well. To proceed with migration, organization need to meet some prerequisites on both side Google Workspace and Office 365 portals, so that organization can move their data securely. In this migration process, data migrates in batches. We need to ensure minimal downtime and uninterrupted communication between migrated and non-migrated users throughout the migration process. On the Google Workspace, a domain should be verified. The domain is used to assign the email to the user account. For this domain, MX record is pointed to Google from the domain registrar so that you send and receive email from outside of domain or internet. Let's take a scenario which we will use in our demo lab. Let's suppose we want to migrate 3 users from Google Workspace to Office 365. Assume a scenario. If one user has been migrated to Office 365 while another user, who has not yet been migrated, wants to send an email to the migrated user, how can this be achieved? Let's understand this with an example. In an Exchange hybrid environment, you might be familiar with the term routing domain, such as domain.mail.onmicrosoft.com. This domain is used to route emails seamlessly between the on-premises environment and Office 365. Secondly, to route emails from Office 365 to the on-premises environment, the external email address attribute is used, referring to that example. Similarly, we need a routing domain to facilitate email routing from Google Workspace to Office 365. The first prerequisite for migration is to create a subdomain in Google Workspace. This subdomain will be created under the domain already verified in Google Workspace. For example, if the domain being used in Google Workspace is dazzlecloudzies.com, we will create a subdomain 365mail.dazzlecloudzies.com. This subdomain will add an additional email address for all users in Google Workspace with the subdomain format. The subdomain ensures uninterrupted communication between migrated and non-migrated users during the migration process. The next prerequisite involves adding a subdomain in the Microsoft 365 portal. To achieve this, you first need to verify the domain in the Office 365 portal. Additionally, we will create another subdomain, gws.dazzlecloudzies.com, in Google Workspace. This will enable migrated users to send emails to non-migrated users seamlessly. This subdomain will serve as the external email address attribute. Once the domain and subdomain configurations are complete, we will proceed to the next step. We will create mail users in the Office 365 portal for the user accounts that need to be migrated from Google Workspace to Office 365. For each mail user account, we will add the routing domain, which is the subdomain created in Google Workspace. Additionally, we will assign an external email address to the mail users using the subdomain gws.dazzlecloudzies.com created in Google Workspace. This setup will facilitate email communication between migrated and non-migrated users. The external email address indicates that the user is not part of the current organization and specifies where email requests should be routed. If the number of users to be created is small, you can manually create mail users. However, for a large number of users, scripts should be used to automate the process. The next prerequisite is to assign the necessary permissions to the Google Workspace admin account, which will be used for the migration process. The admin account requires the following permissions. Project creator. Create service account. The final prerequisite is to enable the following APIs in Google Workspace. Gmail API, Google Calendar API, Contacts API, People API. With all the prerequisites in place, let's proceed to the lab for practical implementation.